Evening everyone. Well, not quite the start to a video or a micro adventure that I'd want, but it's about 8:45. I should have got here a lot earlier, but I got horrifically lost. I'm on Holmbury Hill, Iron Age Hillfort in the Surrey Hills tonight. I've literally just made it up here and I nearly threw in the towel a few times because it is so badly waymarked and signposted. It's almost like they don't want people to come up here, but I've found it. Trig point, yes. It's quite a big plateau this that it opens out onto. There's a track coming from down that way. The views are out over here. Switch head torch out. All the lights over there. Going to be the same as Ivanhoe Beacon, this one. We're going to pitch up and then we'll really appreciate it in the morning. We've got a bench over here. Yep. I've got the Wild Country Helm 110 with me tonight because it's absolutely bomb proof, and I'm guessing it's going to be windy as up here. There's this nice little bench here that they've made. That view is going to be amazing. So this is the fourth highest point in Surrey, I believe, and I think, don't quote me on this, I'll have to double check it, but if I manage to wild camp up here tonight, then it will mean I have wild camped on all 4 of the highest points in Surrey, which I'm quite pleased about. Leith Hill, of course, is the highest point. I think that's the highest point in South England, or South East England at least. There we go. I can feel rain in the air. This is what we can see. So Leith Hill is over there somewhere. Gatwick Airport, Crawley, Forest Green, Horsham, Devil's Dyke, we won't talk about that one, Shoreham Gap, the sea, Lancing College, Chanctonbury Ring. I'm hopefully going up there Friday night with Candice. Due south, so south is over there somewhere. Bignor Hill, I've got a walk there as well planned at some point. That's 20 miles away. The sea's 25 miles away, Shoreham Gap. Ewhurst, Cranley, Dunsfold Aerodrome, Blackdown, been there of course, that's the second highest point in South East England. Hascombe Hill, Devil's Punch Bowl, of course been there. Pitch Hill, Conniehurst Hill. And there we go. And that shows you the plan of the Hillfort. I'll show you all of this and tell you all about it in the morning. I think that's probably the best thing to do. I think now we just need to get pitched up and crack a cider open. I have earned it, I tell you. After that, that was a nightmare. I really thought about throwing a towel in and just going home, although it's an hour and 40 minutes drive, and I thought, oh, stick it out, Tom. Anyways, this all looks like quite hard ground, so I'm not going to be able to pitch on this. I'm going to have to look for some grass to pitch up on, find a flat spot as well. Right, I'm going to come back to you when I've found a suitable spot and I've set everything up. Okay, so I've sort of found a semi-flat spot. The ground's really hard here and I had to use a rock to hammer the pegs in, but we've sort of set up just sort of away from kind of, you know, the bench, the information boards. I'm sort of tucked out of the way. There's this little metal bench here, which is quite useful because I didn't bother bringing a chair. Wanted to sort of still go lightweight again. So got the Helm one set up. Like I say, it is on a little bit of a slope towards that way, towards the foot box. So what I've done, instead of putting my rucksack, my empty rucksack and stuff sacks and stuff like that in the back vestibule porch, I've put them underneath my sleep mats, underneath my feet, so it should sort of keep me sort of a bit more level. So we'll see how it goes anyway, but honestly I'm sure it's not going to be that bad. I've had far worse night's sleep, trust me. So, got this bench here with a puddle, so I've got a water feature, and I'm absolutely shagged. Moon's out over there, switch head torch off, and the views start from there and go all the way around to like over there. So like I say, we're not going to get to fully appreciate this until the morning, but I'm thinking this bit from about here to about there is going to be epic, absolutely epic. So yeah, obviously we're kind of in the arse end of nowhere because there's not a lot of lights down below. I can't see too many anyway, it's very few. So, but yeah, it's going to be best appreciated first thing in the morning. So I'm going to try and get up. No, in fact, no, I will. I'm going to be up for sunrise because I've got to be out of here early, really. I don't want to be hanging around here. I get the feeling it'll probably start getting busy with like cyclists and joggers and walkers and whatnot. So even if I get the tent packed away, I've got this bench, I can sit and cook breakfast because I'm going to need breakfast definitely. And then it's a bit of a trek down to the car. It's not that far, it's more the fact that it's just not signposted, so you're literally looking for like distinctive trees and stuff, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. I'm sure I'll find my way. I'll ask a dog walker if I need to, where's the car park, you know, because my car's there. So we'll see how it goes anyway, but I'm probably not going to do tons and tons of filming tonight because the lighting's bad. It's probably going to get really, really windy up here. It was so windy up at Ivinghoe Beacon when I went up there the other night. I had to literally get rid of half the footage. So it's one of the reasons, by the way, why I usually put music over my stuff, because you just can't, you know, the audio's just crap because the wind is so strong, it's just howling and you literally can't hear a word I'm saying. And I'm sure you don't want to sit and watch a silent video or sit through loads of wind noise. So I think, well, might as well put a little tune on it. So if you don't like it, unsubscribe, go and watch someone else's channel, I do not care. Anyway, rant over. So, oh Tom, you need a cider, mate. So what one do I have first? We've got another Adnams Wild Wave, or we've got Hawke's Dead and Buried mixed berry cider. What one? I think I'm going to get the 5%er out of the way first, because Hawke's is only 4%. So let's get the Wild Wave out of the way. I'm not reviewing these, I'm drinking them. Cheers everyone to what hopefully is going to be a brilliant camp with amazing views. Oh, cheers. That tastes amazing. So I'm just using the Awoke Takana jet boil style stove again. Just boiling up some water. I've got quite a bit of food with me actually, but I'm not particularly hungry. I might just have some snacks, to be honest, a few cold snacks, and just do this for like a hot chocolate and have me ciders. Well, I had fish and chips earlier on. I think that's kind of what made me a bit late actually in getting here, because I thought, oh, it'll be easy to get to and it'll only be a 5-minute walk according to the Wild Guide book that I use. So underestimated that, but I did get a good meal in me, which was, I suppose, one positive. So it's funny, but this little bit here where I'm camped is just slightly out of the wind. It's not as windy, whereas sort of just a few feet over there by the memorial and the information boards and the viewpoints, it's a lot windier. So I've just sort of tucked out of the wind here, so I think I should get quite a good night's sleep here actually. It's going to be quite nice. And there we go, we've got a boil on. Took about 90 seconds I'd say, because I started filming kind of just as I sort of started firing this up. That's not bad. Just finishing up the last of my hot chocolate and coffee. I've got one more cider. The Hawk's dead and buried. I'll have that in a second. And yeah, I'm not overly hungry really, so I've just got some stuff that I can make a trail mix with, some raisin sultanas and currants fruit mix, some just nuts, so I might snack on them. And I've got loads of these lemon boiled sweets, all army, British Army ration pack stuff. I have got, move me hot drink out of the way, which is lovely. I've got a protein bar, which I'll probably have. Got a grapefruit drink mix, that's nice, I'll probably have that. The main meal that I've got, well, I've got this, and as soon as you see this you'll know why I'm probably not going to have it. What word do I hate the most that's in that title? It's not Mexican, not Donald Trump. Triggered. That's probably triggered some political unrest there. No, tuna. Mexican tuna with pasta though, and I thought, well, you never know, I might like that, so, but I'm not overly hungry, and I think, well, I don't want to waste it, I'll save it for another camp, really. Funds are tight at the moment, people, and ration packs are not the cheapest thing. Really, I want to be getting an early night, so I'm probably just going to have what you see here, really, minus the Mexican tuna and pasta. Been seeing planes taking off and landing at Gatwick, which is over there somewhere. All will become clear in the morning. I cannot wait, so next time I chat to you will be in the Helm 1. Okay, I'm inside the Helm 1 now, and I've got changed into my thermals and my Arctic socks. It's pretty much the same kit setup that I've been using for a while, except the only thing that's different is tonight I'm using my Go Light Venture 40 down sleeping bag. You can't see it from here, just because it packed down a bit smaller, and that was about it really. Other than that, not a lot of difference really. As I say, sort of same kit I've been using for a while now with the Helm 1 and stuff. I'm finding out kind of what works for me and stuff, and this is what's working at the moment, so I'm going with it. So I'm gonna crack open my Hawk cider. We'll have this. Be a shame to have to carry it back down the hill. Oh, that's a lovely cider, that. That's a good one. It's not too sickly, it's just right. So, what I'm going to quickly show you, got this through the mail today. Now, you'll have heard of the person that this is from, so I decided to buy a bit of merchandise from a channel that I've only really just started following. I've known about them for a long time, and I wasn't a massive fan for a while, and then sort of the last few weeks I've just become like a super fan of his. So hopefully it'll show up. Bit of haze outdoors. I I think secretly I've always wanted my channel to kind of be like his, and literally I've only just started watching his stuff, and I can't believe some of the stuff that I'm doing that he's been doing for quite a while, and it looks like I've been copying him. Things like he does beer reviews, I do cider reviews, he gives them scores out of 10, stuff like that. I honestly, hand on heart, never knew he was doing stuff like that. I just started doing the cider reviews thinking it was completely original, and it's not. So I think, yeah, I'm a really big fan, and he seems like such a cool guy. I mean, I really doubt he watches any of my videos, but if I got the opportunity to meet up with him and do a camp, I'd do it definitely, and I would drive up there. It'd be worth it. So I got a patch that I'm gonna sew on, or I think you iron it on, but I'll probably sew it on. Belt and breeches, as he would say, just to make sure it stays on. I might put it on the new Talon 44 rucksack, and then a little Haze Outdoors sticker that'll go on one of my Nalgene water bottles. I'm sort of collecting stickers on it, on the bottles at the moment, but because he does this with everyone's merchandise that he sends them. But I like the fact it's still a personal touch. Complete with a cock and balls. Cheers, Tom. Love, Hazy. Brilliant. So yeah, Hazy, if you are watching this, mate, cheers. I'm a big supporter now. I wasn't, I'll admit, for a while, but I think a part of me was thinking, he's too hip, he's too cool, and for some reason, I don't know, it put me off. But do you know what? I'm like that with a lot of stuff, really, like especially music and things like that. If something's really cool or really popular, I tend to not like it, and then I sort of get into it a bit later on. I have to sort of think about it first, and I don't know, but I really like his stuff anyway. I just started watching some of it and got hooked. He's hilarious. I think he's really funny, and he's very honest. He comes out with some really profound things as well, and really speaks from the heart, and I respect that. That's a rare thing these days, especially from someone his age. I mean, I think we're roughly the same age, I don't know, but anyway, enough of me going on about my favourite YouTuber at the moment. I'm sort of giving Haze Outdoors a shout out. I know he doesn't need a shout out, he's on something like 30,000 subscribers, but yeah, it would be so cool to do a meet up with him anyway. I was thinking of contacting him, but I just thought, I don't know, you've got some little minnow going up to this whale. So can I do a meet up with you, please? But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd show you that anyway. I thought it was pretty cool. I suppose that allows me to borrow a catchphrase of his. Unless something magic or tragic happens between now and then, I'll chat to you in the morning. So hopefully going to get up for about 6 AM, catch the sunrise. It's fingers crossed it's going to be amazing. So I better get some sleep now. Well, once I've had my cider at least anyway. So, see you in the morning. Good night, everyone. Good morning everyone. It's just gone 6 AM. Got up on time, had about 6 hours sleep. Slept pretty well despite being on that little slight kind of slope there in the tent. Putting the rucksack underneath my feet helped a lot. And yeah, as a result, slept really well. Turned over a couple of times, but at no point did I wake up and sort of check the time other than when my alarm went off about 20-25 minutes ago. So all will become clear, as I said, in the morning. So over by the trig point there is the entrance to the viewpoint, so that's the way we'll be going when we go back to the car. I mean, there's loads of footpaths that offshoot this, and of course behind us here is those views that we spoke about. So there's the cairn and the memorial bench. I'll show you a little bit more of that in a minute. Got an information board there about the Iron Age Hillfort. As you can see, I'm sort of tucked over to one side, you could sort of say out of the way. I've got that metal bench there. Of course there's this bench people can still sit on if anyone does come up here really early. And then there's the, I think it's called the toposcope, possibly. And that's here. And I'll show you them views now. They're pretty cool. Views are quite a summit, aren't they? Unfortunately, I think it's a bit too cloudy to get a sunrise, and I think this hill over here, which I believe could be Leith Hill, which is meant to be the highest point in southern England, or southeast England at least. I know it's the highest point in Surrey anyway. I think that's kind of partially obscuring what little sunrise we've got or have had, because there's sort of like an orangey sort of reddish glow over there. In fact, I think I might be able to see London. I'm not sure, because it did say on a clear day you can see Canary Wharf, and you're not going to be able to see this. Just sort of about here where my finger's pointing. I mean, I'll see if it'll pick it up. Here we go, extreme close up. Whoa! What film's that from? Get in the comments. Nah, you're not going to be able to pick it up. But it's somewhere around there anyway. Ah, very faintly there. I'm pretty sure that's Canary Wharf at the Docklands in London. My mate Tommy lives and works there. Alright mate. So yeah, Leith Hill, I'm pretty sure is this big hill here. Then we've got Gatwick Airport over there. Crawley is over there. Forest Green. Horsham. The Devil's Dyke is somewhere there. Shoreham Gap and the sea. So where's that again? Here. So I reckon it's this bit here. I reckon it's about there. Do you know what? It's nowhere near as windy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really windy up here. So let's see, I'll keep it zoomed in a bit. So Shoreham Gap and the sea. Right, Chanctonbury Ring. I think I've found that. I think that could be Chanctonbury Ring right there. My mate Will lives near there. Morning Will. So that's due south. Then zoom back in. So where was Chanctonbury Ring? I bloody lost it now. There. It's due south. We've got Bignor Hill somewhere. Ewhurst. Dunsfold Aerodrome is somewhere around there. Cranley. Right, that's Hascombe Hill. That is Blackdown. And then this here, right in the foreground, that's Pitch Hill or Conyhurst Hill. That's only 1.4 mile away, that's it. Anyways, made myself a green tea. I'm going healthy again. And I'm going to sit and sip that for 5 minutes. And then I better start getting the tent taken down. And then I'll carry on making the rest of my breakfast. I've already had like a fruit explosion, fruit puree thing. And a cranberry cereal bar. That was all from a British Army ration pack. And I'll have some more breakfast in a bit before I start heading back down towards the car. It's been a good little camp this, it's been nice. I've had the place to myself. Well, that won't be for long though. I'm sure people will start coming up here, so I want to get a shift on. Ben lives in London. Alright mate. This is so cool, so I can wave to all my friends from up here. Okay, it's nearly 9 AM. I'm all packed up and here's where I was, leaving no trace. All the rubbish is on my back. The sun's coming out now and it's turning out to be quite warm. Looks like it's going to be a nice day. We'll take one last look at the amazing views. So, I'm going to head back down that way, back towards the car park where I've parked the car. I'll show you a couple of bits of the Hillfort, like ramparts and ditches and stuff. It'll probably give you a clearer picture of the history of the fort here. Really good little camp that, I've enjoyed that one, and it was a success. But it's time to go, reluctantly. Anyways, I'll see you back at the car. So enough talking, let's get walking. Holmbury is one of a group of 4 hill forts on promontories of the sandstone hills of southwest Surrey, thought to have been built by an Iron Age community between 150 and 50 BC. The fort measures 3.6 hectares with a double rampart which encloses the fort or camp area on the summit of the hill and has well-defined ditches to the west and north. The Hillfort has been excavated twice, once in 1930 and again in 1974, and the finds included pottery, flints and animal bones dated 200 to 50 BC, which can now be seen in Guildford Museum. Archaeologists also found lots of post holes, which are probably all that's left of fences which crisscross the fort. Some people think the fences were used as temporary pens for pigs, which were moving between summer and winter pastures. The fort may have originated as a control and distribution centre for goods, including kernstones and timber. Later, in the site's occupation, it is possible that it assumed a defensive role. Numerous small sling stones were found in the ditches, which would have been fired from leather slings. The life of the Hillfort was short, as the evidence suggests it was abandoned within the 1st century BC. Down through the centuries, the fort area has been used as a beacon station for warning and celebration. For over 2,000 years, trees have been removed from Holmbury Hill and its resources used to provide shelter, food, fuel and minerals. It is only since the 1980s that scrub and woodland started to encroach over the Hillfort. In 2004, a grant from the Heritage Lottery Fund made it possible for the Hillfort to be cleared, so that the design of this fort could be appreciated once again. Careful felling and clearance also opened up surrounding views. On a good day to the north, you can see as far as Canary Wharf in Docklands, London. The views from Holmbury Hill at 261 metres or 857 feet high and Pitch Hill 843 feet or 257 metres high are among the finest in the Surrey Hills, the area once known as Little Switzerland. They are not quite so high as Leith Hill to the east or Black Down near Hazelmere to the west, both belonging to the National Trust, but on a clear day you can see more than 25 miles or 40 kilometres over the Weald of Surrey and Sussex to the English Channel. On the summit of Holmbury Hill you can see part of the outline of an Iron Age hill fort. It was probably built in about 150 BC and used until the Roman conquest. The fort covers approximately 8 acres
and was in all likelihood used as a refuge in time of danger, and perhaps as an enclosure for livestock, or as a meeting place for the exchange of goods. Stone cairns or hand mills for grinding corn have been found during excavations here. Down through the centuries the fort area has been used as a beacon station for warning and celebration. From up here you can imagine the road that the Romans took from the site of the Roman temple at Farley Heath on the western side of the Hurtwood to Ewhurst village and across to Stane Street, the most important of the Roman roads in Surrey, running from London to Chichester, past Bignor Hill. Legend has it that smugglers also used this road, calling it Brandy and Silk Street, as one of the main smuggling routes from the coast. Cargo picked up on the beach near Shoreham after dark could be hidden on the Hurtwood by sunrise. There are more than 60 miles of footpaths and bridleways across the Hurtwood and countless unofficial ones, covering some 3,000 to 4,000 acres. The woods are privately owned, but since 1926 the public have been welcome to walk and ride throughout the Hurtwood. This right of air and exercise was first granted to them by Reginald Bray, the Lord of the Manor of Shear, who, with his brother Jocelyn, is commemorated by the memorial seat on Holmbury Hill.
Okay, well I've made it back to my car here in the car park for Holmbury Hill. There's a few cars already here, someone's just turned up, dog walkers, and that only took me about 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at a real push, but then I was filming bits. It took a lot longer last night, definitely, so it's a lot more straightforward, so I don't quite get that. I might have gone a slightly different route. Anyway, I'm here now, it's the main thing. So that's the end of this video. It's been a really good camp. I hope you've enjoyed watching it, and I hope you've enjoyed the history of the Hillfort at Holmbury Hill, and of course the magnificent views. So thank you very much for watching. Get in the comments, let us know what you think. Cheers for your continued support, everyone. It really does mean a hell of a lot to me. Nearly at 5,000 subscribers, so yeah, help me get there. Ask your nan to subscribe, anyone. Anyways, I'll see you again soon. Take care of yourselves, look after each other. Cheers everyone, bye.